Hi everyone, welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine. It's time for our annual Outdoor Living Spaces collaboration. Now the Dream Team and I have partnered with several other channels to bring you videos that will take 5 minutes or less to watch. There could be vignettes, DIYs, or actual spaces. So let's just jump right into it. Yes, this time around is the Outdoor Living Spaces Lookbook. Thank you to my beautiful sisters for participating and bringing the inspiration. Now we're going to bring you several videos from several channels. It'll be 5 minutes or less. They could be vignettes, DIYs, or entire spaces. But we want to go ahead and get started with the inspiration. I know my girls, most of them are going to give you some pretty outdoor living spaces. And I'm going to do a DIY. Those lanterns that were on the porch behind me, yes, they're a DIY. So I'm going to show you how I made them. First, you take your terracotta pot, have your dial close by, place a plastic bag in the bottom, something like a grocery bag, just like this, and then add a little bit of that Pro Mix, a layer of water, but not too much. That's 3 parts Pro Mix to 1 part water. And then you keep going until you fill it up to the top, or at least to the area where you want it to stop. Now that plastic bag is there for 2 reasons. Is to keep the water from coming out of the bottom, at least not all at once. And then secondly, it is for you to kind of listen so you'll know that dial is actually rubbing against the bottom of the flower pot. And do you see what I'm doing? I'm adding a little water and mixing, adding a little water and mixing until I reach the top. And this is a spatula from Dollar Tree. These are so good for these kinds of projects. This Pro Mix sets up shop really fast, guys. I'm holding it and I'm like, whoa, I can't move it. After it got several layers in, it really was solidifying fast. I left these guys in the yard for 24 hours and they were perfectly fine. And then I hit them with a little spray paint. These 3 lanterns are from our front yard, that old fixture. So let's go ahead and work our magic and have these placed on top. As you can see, I'm tracing out the base of them. So I'm going to have a small base and a large base. You'll see exactly what I'm going to do with the 2 different kinds. I'm going to be sharing in great detail this whole project on my blog. So I know this is quick, but bear with me. You can go over to my blog and pull all the details off. That will be posted on Tuesday morning. The smaller one is going to be placed inside the lantern. It's going to act as a plate for candles or lights. And then the bottom one is going to be screwed to the bottom of the lantern so I can adhere it to the dial. Got it? Now to determine exactly where I needed to place the pilot holes, guys, I used good old-fashioned aluminum foil to make a template. You'll read about it in the blog. I placed it on top of the dial, so I had a perfect circle of 2 inches. With that template, I drew a circle and I was able to get the lantern perfectly centered on top of the dial. Now I wanted to get out of making a wreath, so I shopped around. Well, needless to say, most of them are $49.99, let's just say $50. So I knew I could make this really quick for at least less than $20. Yes, our wreath is going to be outside. So to prolong the life, add fabric stiffener. Now I wished I had my great spray bottle, but I don't. So you simply use 3 part fabric stiffener and 1 part water. And in a few hours, they will be nice and crispy. This is great because if they get wet, the rain just rolls right off. These are going to serve me well throughout the holidays as well. I love these lanterns. I saw them in a front gate catalog a couple of years ago, and they were $200 each. Well, that's it for me, guys. I have 2 more outdoor living spaces to share with you. Now, here are some great ways for you to get through the entire collaboration. You can use the URL in the description box. You can use the iCard in the top right-hand corner. It's a playlist, guys. And you can also use the hashtag. That way you can just watch one video after the other by just sitting and sipping on your coffee or your favorite beverage. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not a subscriber to any of these channels, please go ahead and do so. These are amazing women. Thank you, ladies, for your time and for putting together this amazing lookbook. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.